All right, there we go. Hope you guys are all having a good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you guys are at. At the moment, you're seeing bulls try to save Bitcoin here at support. We're going to see if we're going to be able to bounce up a little bit higher, or if we're ultimately going to get pushed back down. We'll look at a few different charts in the next few minutes, but I want to wait for some people to hop in here, and then we'll be set to go. There you go. Because we are seeing some small pop-offs from a few different coins. Bittorrent's having a nice little pop-off here, actually. A small one off of this trend line. We'll talk about that in a few minutes, and if there's any money to be made there. There we go. Hey, Prince. Yeah, it's a little bit earlier right now. I got to do some stuff later on today. My grandmother's coming over at 7 o'clock, so that messes up with that initial timing for 7 o'clock for my stream. But ultimately, it should be fine. I might actually stream a little bit later on tonight, too, if Bitcoin looks a little bit wild. But I want to at least get a good hour or hour and a half in here before my grandparents come over. That way, you guys know what's going on, whether bullish, bearish, all that good stuff going forward. Let's see. Hey, Mark. Hey, 1977. Hey, Michael. Hey, Elvis. I saw your message, and I'll do that for you very fast. Here you go, very fast. As far as matic is concerned, it looks like it wants to come down a little bit. And I'm saying that just because of the way Bitcoin looks a little bit bearish at the moment. If you're looking to hold matic still, I would have somewhat of a stop loss around the 20-day moving average or the 50-day. 50-day might be a little bit easier, but you are going to see a little bit more on the downside. So, down here, maybe 3%. On the 50, though, that's like 10%, 11%. So you can do what you want here. This may have one more pop before ultimately coming back down, but it seems like this run is run its course just for the short term. If Bitcoin's able to bounce from here, maybe that'll help it out a little bit to have a nice bounce for the next few days. But for now, matic looks a little bit more bearish. It had a nice run up. That big Bitcoin drop took a big hit out of matic, as you can see. But if you managed actually to buy it down here with the limit order, that would have been a crazy profit in a short amount of time. But for now, I'd say most coins that you're looking at, they're probably going to come down here, especially if Bitcoin's able to break down below the 200. At the moment, we're holding, but this is a long day here, so we're going to have to see how this one turns out. Okie dokie here. Let me go back over to Bitcoin though on the 5. There we are. Hey, Ghost. Let's see. Hey, Nick, I've decided to invest $20 a day into Bitcoin. I would do it on an exchange that gives interest, but I'm stuck in New York, so that's not possible for me. Ooh, yeah, that's rough, my man. That's really, really rough. New York makes it so hard to invest in crypto. You might try. That might be up to Google. I'll try to find something for you, but it does make it hard being in New York. I think Texas has similar laws. They make it way harder than it needs to be to hop into crypto. Because I would have said just put it into Voyager because they do everything automatic for you. But the fact that you're in New York makes Voyager kind of something you can't do here. Is even with if you had a VPN or anything like that, it still wouldn't help you that much. This one right here. Hey Justin, bad timing, Mike. It's a Friday night. Have a drink. I'll have a drink here in a little bit. My grandparents are coming over at 7 o'clock in a couple hours, so I do have some Maker's Mark. I don't know how long they're going to stay here, probably just for like an hour or two. If Bitcoin does go crazy in that time after they come back, I'll definitely hop on the stream and have some drinks with you guys. And if something really crazy is going on with the Bitcoin price action. Let's see. Hey, Travis. Yo. Hey, Ganesh, why crash now? Because the chart says we're a little weak at the moment. We just hit support, and you can see we bounced right off of it. So maybe this is an opportunity for a reversal, but for now, overall, Bitcoin looks a little bearish. So I'm kind of just holding on and watching this move happen and seeing if this whale is going to be able to cause a full-on reversal or if we're going to get pushed back down here. So I have a coat. It's a little cold in my place. I left all my windows open this morning as I went to the dog park. Right here. And this little bit of a downtrend. I saw right here on the 5-minute. Oh, this is the. 2-hour one, yeah. Here's a chart on the 2-hour. Tried to break above this one, couldn't. Support down here. We also have another support level down here at 46,000, but this is the short-term one. But we're looking at one for the 5-minute here. Let's see. So what just happened was we had a breakout there. Glided on top of it, looking to see if we can have a move. We're about to see the 20 cross over the 50, and then from there we can try to chug up a little bit. Again, ultimately we still look pretty bearish, but if this is the start of the reversal, we have to keep on breaking out, having crossover in order to, you know, make a good move here. I would say 60% chance of a breakdown right now, maybe even 65, 70. But for now, you know, we can see if this reversal ends up panning out. We most likely want to break above this neck level here at 48,516. If we can do that, maybe we have a chance of breaking out here. We could always get shut back down, of course, but that really keeps us going there for a more optimistic outlook for the next few hours of Bitcoin. Hey, Little Cole, happy to see you as well. Good evening. And hey, Nathan, market's crap because of our FUD and our dollar. Yeah, it's true. That inflation number was pretty darn bad. What was it, like 6 point something% year over year? Let me see if I can go hop on over here to Finviz for you guys. They should have had the number somewhere down here on the bottom. Let me move my mouse a little bit. Yeah. And again, we got Mr. Jerome Powell printing so much money into the stock market that the stocks didn't even care about it too much. Oh, Chewy's down 8%. Ouch. Yeah, here you go. CPI 0.8 expected. Oh, expected was 0.6. It's actual 0.8. Yowza. Yeah, that is not too good there. Not too good at all. There we go. Actually, let's take a quick peek here at some of the other plays. I'm gonna keep this jacket on. It's that cold. Let's go back to the daily chart. And hey, Sergeant Franco, thank you very much, man, for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Hey, Travis, do a favor and put the SHIB ticker on the bottom. There is no SHIB ticker on Robinhood. If there was, I could. The best thing I can do here is I'll move SHIB up a little bit, kind of right underneath the Doge, and you should be able to see it kind of on this chart right here. The price may be a little bit wonky though. Look, I mean, like, oh, that's a change. You don't care about the change. I'll give you the price right. There you go. We'll see how that one works out. Or, oh snap! I messed this up. There you go. Okay. But yeah, so you can see it right there. That's the best I can do right now. Robinhood just needs to add SHIB and make my life a lot easier too. Let's see. Hey, no worries, Ed. Happy to help you out, my man. Hey, and hey, Georgina. Let's take a quick peek over here, guys, and make sure I don't miss anybody. Hey, Justin. Yeah, if Bitcoin looks like it's getting a little more volatility on the upside or the downside, I'll hop back on later on tonight. For now, this stream is probably going to go from like 5 o'clock or 5:15 when I started it, for probably another hour and a half from here. And then from there, my grandparents come over, say hi to them for a little bit. Then afterwards, depending on how long they stay, and if Bitcoin's looking pretty good, I'll hop on for another late night stream. Probably just for like an hour or something like that, but something has to be going on with Bitcoin. Because otherwise, what I'm going to be doing is, you guys know there was a Senate hearing, or the House hearing a few days ago. I have a couple recordings of those, and I'm going to put those on YouTube for you guys, so you guys can just get a gist of what was going on. Mr. Brooks was a really good person to listen to, and I think you guys should listen to some of the stuff he had. It's rare that you have such a good speaker in front of the House, and the other ones were not too good, but Mr. Brooks was very good here. All right. For now, let's talk about Doge. Still holding on to support for now. If Bitcoin drops, you're going to see this drop as well. Be careful with your stop losses, because the way Doge looks, Doge's next support level is all the way down here at 8 cents. So be careful with Doge. Don't be afraid to sell out of it if you want to and buy back at a lower opportunity. I know we all love it, but be sound with your trades here. And if you're longing, you can stay with the longs. I'm talking about if you guys are swing trading. Right here, she broke down a few days ago. It looks like it wants to continue rolling down. Oops, I'm sorry, boy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Stepped on my dog's head. I didn't realize he was underneath the desk. Ethereum Classic bouncing off of support. That's why you see it having a little bit more higher than others. Nice clean bounce. Should be fun. Most of the stuff that's doing a little bit higher on this new day candle is just the stuff that was my phone just buzzed. I want to make sure it wasn't my grandparents. Is the stuff that is bouncing off of some type of support, some type of trend level. Let's see. Here. And then matic running into resistance of the old trend line here. matic looks okay. I'd probably be out of it most of it. I'm like 80% out of my matic at the moment. I might buy back in here a little bit later, but for now, with Bitcoin looking a little bit tipsy, I'm just taking my time with it. As far as ADA is concerned, still breaking down. Looks like it still wants to come down here towards $1. We talked about this over the last few days here, or actually like ever since here. But if you're looking for a stop loss of ADA, just use the bottom of this one right here. If you wanted to buy back in for a potential bounce today off of Bitcoin, you could buy, have a stop loss at $1.18, it looks like. Safety, maybe $1.19. Very, very short stop loss. It'll help you out quite a bit here. XRP, grinding sideways. Has a little bit of resistance up here at 0.86 cents, or 86 cents or so. Could be worth a play. I probably would say just be careful right now, guys. Most of these charts look like they still want to come down a little bit more. Bittorrent's bouncing off of the old breakout level here, and that's why you're seeing it up about 5%. Looks okay. It does have a big event coming out, I think, on Sunday, I guess. That could be something. Or if you guys like to day trade, Bittorrent can be a really fun thing to trade on Sunday. What else do we got here? Ethereum Classic. This was a short-term thing here. Still grinding down. Still really far away from its trend. This must have just been moved, something like that. Yeah, okay. XLM broke down a few days ago. Still looks like it wants to come down. Litecoin wants to come down as well. Trying to hold on support right here at 139. That's a little far off though. Okay, hold on a second, guys. A little bit more. EOS, no. STMX. STMX has been having some pretty sizable drops. So if you guys want something that has a little bit of volatility to practice day trading on, this is normally something you guys can look at and have some fun on it. Look at the 15 here. You could have shorted it on these breakouts or these resistance points out here at the old trend line. You could have made it, I mean, let's see, if you shorted it right here, you would have been kind of scared to lose 3 or 4%, but ultimately you'd be up about 15%, especially if you guys had some leverage, or you could have done it at the 200. Most of the time, it's better to short at levels of resistance, though. Anything else here? No, this thing is still creeping down. If you wanted to buy into it at the moment, you're seeing a little bit of a double bottom. Then from here, maybe it has a chance of going back up, especially if Bitcoin's looking to bounce. Otherwise, I'd say you don't want to play with this one too much. Let's see. 23 cents seems to be a good stop loss for if you wanted to buy in, though. It's a high risk moment to be buying in, but I mean, so is a lot of coins right now. So Sol broke down. Oh, it's going to different lows. Okay, let me go to the 4-hour then. Yowza. So yeah, I'd be careful with Sol right here, guys. This thing broke down here. We talked about it a little bit ago. It also broke down below support. This thing's kind of falling like a rock. Not like a rock, but it is falling pretty substantially. FTM looks fine to me. BSV, it's bearish, but nothing like, you know, bad bearish about it. DOT looking okay, running into the 20. Oh, okay. If you wanted to trade DOT, guys, this would be a stop loss right around here. This trend line right there. Old trend line getting squeezed. Maybe it has a chance of having a pop here in the next few days. Link. Okay. Anything else here, Luna? No. Okay. Broke down. Selling opportunity. Yeah. Okay. Okay, everybody. There we are. And right now we're just waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin. Whales are trying to pump it up. Overall, it's still bearish, but you know, whales have given people the opportunity to buy and to help pump it back up. We want to break above the 200 at the moment on the 5-minute chart, and then we can start pumping up past the, here we go, the 200 on the 15-minute chart. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, it's Friday night. A lot of stuff could happen. Hey, LaGrasso. Hey, Brian. Let's see. Hey, William, all the Bitcoin in existence could get hacked, and George would still say buy. Who's George? Let's see. Hey, Adrian, what price should we target Bitcoin for? What? DCA? Not familiar with the term. Don't worry, it's not you, it's me. If you're talking about how far we might come down, I'm thinking more closer to $44,000. Let's see. Oh, Brooks was excellent. Yeah, Brooks, yeah, definitely. Here it is. Apple, as far as Apple's concerned here, hold on. it had a breakout. The time to buy was around here. I wouldn't be chasing it at the moment. I really wouldn't. Something that kind of goes this parabolic, it's due for a cool down any day now. And on that cool down, it'll set up a new pattern, and it'll probably come all the way back down here to like 150 or something for a longer consolidation period heading into earnings. And then from there, it can have a really, really nice boost there. But Apple's kind of a high risk at the moment. You can buy into it, but I would say if you wanted to get into Apple, it's perfect for day trading options. As far as swinging it, there's not really any bullish pattern at the moment that signifies you should buy the breakout. So like the last breakout was here, there was another breakout here, there was another breakout here. That original breakout was way down here, right? But at the moment, it's kind of hard to not be chasing this at the moment. I would just be patient and wait it out. Look for something like a Microsoft or an Intel short term. Maybe that'll give you a little bit better play. Otherwise, I'd wait for this to make a nice long pattern, and then from there you can really hook on to Apple here. Because this is pretty crazy that's going on with Apple right now. Apple is just surging, and eventually some of that money is going to pull out of there. A lot of that money is going to pull out of there. There we go. Hey Dave, probably Maker's Mark or some Enigma. I think it was called Glenlivet Enigma. I think it's called. It's pretty good whiskey. Let's see. Hey Travis, Mike, Bitcoin is going to 46 in the next few hours. Oh, exactly. Yep, I agree with you there. I think it has a strong chance to get down there. Hey Jay, I'm not entirely sure what Bitcoin's going to look like. Usually, if you check out Voyager may give you a little bit of a notice or an email giving you an update about what's going on there, and if they're going to be having any changes to the BitTorrent on there. I know they're going to be multiplying the amount of shares by like 1,000 or something. That's really concerning me about BitTorrent, quite frankly. I hate when you increase the supply when the demand is still going to be the same. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Part of me wants to shave off quite a bit more BitTorrent. I just really don't like changing the number of coins unless you're burning them off. So I'm going to be looking at them pretty darn closely. I'm hoping that it does okay, but for as far as I know, I'm not entirely sure how fast it's going to take some of these apps or exchanges to adapt to this new BitTorrent format that's coming out with all these extra coins hitting the market. Hey, Ghost. Let's see right here. And yeah, Engine. Yeah, hold on a second here. So it's heading for support around $2.20 at the moment. You're going to see this crossover here pretty soon, which means it's going to look a little bit more bearish. Let me hop on over to the 4 hours so I can see if there's anything actually else here, though. Coming down now, maybe almost a double bottom here on the 4. Yeah, you have a potential bottom down here. The one good thing that can happen here is if Bitcoin is able to continue this little bit of a reversal, you might see something good happening coming forward. You have a double top over here, broke down below the neck. A very small one, just on the 4 hour chart. But for now, there's not really much bullish about this, except for the fact that you have a chance to do a reversal. If you really want to get happy about this one, wait for it to break out here, or if it manages to break back above the there you go, hold on. Start breaking above both the 20 and the 50 on top of the 15-minute chart, that could be a nice reversal. But overall, Ghost, I'd be a little iffy about this one. I really want to see if Bitcoin's able to hold or not. This is the conundrum with this one at the moment here. Plus, you did have the breakdown here, although at a very small breakdown. Boom, like that. So, if you wanted to buy into it, I'd wait a little bit longer, unless you wanted to take a small position right now or even a medium, and just have a stop loss down here at $2.37. That way, you're only looking at a potential loss of about 2.5%, with a gain up here potential of about 13%, which could be pretty nice. So if you wanted to buy the opportunities now, just know it's a little bit higher risk, and of course keep Bitcoin kind of on the sideline. So you're looking at the Bitcoin chart here and the the engine chart right there. Actually, let me do one thing here. I normally don't look at the clouds for these, but let's see. That support level right here, it's at support on the cloud. So yeah, if you wanted to buy, now's the time. You probably have a price target up here, which happens to go along with the trend line here at about $2.80, right around there. That'd probably take like 2 days or so. It's like maybe $2.74, something like that. But the buying opportunities there. You also have some resistance right up here, 270. I'd probably say 270 now. By then, 265 or something like that. So you'd be risking about 3% for the chance to make about 10, 11%. It's there. The play's there if you wanted to take it. Just make sure to honor that stop loss if it does actually trigger though. And let me go back over here to the 5. And yeah, this doesn't actually work on the lesser time frames there. Okay. What are my thoughts on the DOJ launching that investigation into the short sellers? I like it. I feel like short sellers do a lot of shady stuff that they're not supposed to. And so from that standpoint, I think it's a good thing. I just hope they don't use it as an excuse to do wider market regulations, which could cause some issues for us. But I think overall, it's a really good thing, and it's something that needed to be done. There's a lot of bad stuff that happens on Wall Street, and a lot of that does happen by some of these guys that are greedy and they try to manipulate the stocks. And I think if the DOJ does their job correctly, they're going to start asking for files and asking, why did you make this trade? What made you, like, you know, what gave you the idea to short this much? Well, you know, and that type of stuff. Hey Gold, I don't think the name of the crypto.com stadium, whatever it's going to be called, is going to have too much of an impact. I think the technical is probably going to play a little bit more there. You might see a short term, maybe 5, I don't know, like a short, like a very, like within a few minute boost at the time of the announcement. But I think the announcement that was happening would have had a much bigger impact on them when it actually, you know, when it actually came about, when it actually comes about. Excuse me. No worries, Travis. Seeing if you, let's see right here. Hey, thanks, Georgina. Hey, Joseph, rep in Montana. I remember your message up top. Hey, Jay Press, thank you very, very much, man, for the super chat. Very, very much. I really do appreciate it. Personally, if you had 5,000 willing to put into crypto, what's a safe short or long-term bet for some decent returns? So when you want to put larger amounts of money and you're looking for a breakout that you can feel really confident on, where there's a whole bunch of indicators saying buy, not just a few. So in that circumstance, I would say you want to wait a little bit more, and you'd be looking for us to break out of this downtrend as well as get above the Ichimoku cloud. Here, hold on one second. Second. Where's this at? Actually, I'll use this one. Nope, that is way too jumbled. KuCoin. Ichimoku. So usually I use this cloud most of the time to find support levels, but most of the time once we get out of a bearish market and we start popping above this is usually a good opportunity to buy. So if you wanted to go long with confidence, I'd wait as long as it took for us to get back above this cloud here. Well, it'll definitely take some time, but when we were able to pop back above it, that's where you can go long even with leverage. And then you can be looking okay. If you choose to do leverage here and you want to buy on that reversal breakout, what I would say here is try to do something in the realm of like anywhere from 10x leverage to 20x leverage. You can go higher if you want to. The risk is just a little bit higher, of course. What I would say is only invest $2,500 worth, or half of the amount of money you want to on it, and with the rest of it, use that as a leverage or a margin. So that way, if your position starts going down or something like a little bit, you can use that money to kind of help it out, so you're not going to get stopped out. Something that happened here on this last breakout that we hit out of the cloud, you saw how it broke out and it came down a little bit and then it started to soar. So if you bought right here, you had a 20x leverage. What's 20 times 6? You'd be up like 120% on the position for 1 minute, and then a few days later you'd be down 120%. Then you'd be up what, 16? What's 20 times 20? I don't know. 20 times 16, 320% about. So you're gonna have to deal with those massive swings. But if you got down below 100% and you didn't have any margin left over, any cash to help protect you, you would have gotten stopped out right here before you got those big gains. So I wouldn't put it all on one trade. I'd probably put half of it on a trade and using the other half of the money as just a little bit of a buffer to protect yourself in case the price went down before surging back up there. Let me go back over here. I'm guessing we went back to this main one. Yeah. Get out of this cloud though. There we go. Loki's passed out on the floor right now. Avalanche or Ethereum? I prefer Ethereum. I'd go 75% Ethereum, 25% Avalanche, Travis. Hey, the push. Hope you're having a very, very good night, my man. Hey, Brent, every time I buy the dip, then the dip is, it dips. The dips are never ending. Yeah, I definitely get it. Guys, you don't have to keep doubling down right now. It's okay just to wait this bad boy out. At the moment, we're bearish, but a whale tried to have a little bit of a reversal. We'll see what happens. You saw somebody try to short us down. Somebody tried to buy us back up. This guy probably got squeezed out real fast. But you can see how much trouble we're having just with the 200 on the 5-minute chart. Let alone, we're trying to break out above the 50 here, trying to get it back up here. I think we want to come up a little bit more, but it might just be, one last bump up here before we end up coming back down. So a little bearish, but it'll be fun to watch either way. Hopefully we go up though. Hey, the push, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Crypto Hash, 1K in time, Wonderland, 2K in LS, stronger bunch with the best. It's nice to have those stable coins and those interest coins in there as well. Hey, Crypto, if you have no trading experience, do not use leverage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you guys don't know how to trade, I would say don't use leverage. Leverage can be pretty darn scary. Let's see. I gently smashed it. Thanks, Ghost. And if you guys can, please consider liking the stream. I would appreciate it a lot. I know it's going to be a slower night just because it's Friday. Everybody's partying and whatnot. But Bitcoin's going to have some volatility here, which should be very interesting. What else is kind of popping off at the moment? Anything else? Let me go over here to CoinMarketCap. Let me refresh the page very fast. And what do I have? Anything really moving up? Near is on the uptrend, Sell is on the uptrend. Everything else doesn't seem too hot. One of the things I would tell you guys to be careful of right now is there are a few coins that are looking to go to all-time lows. Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, 10 Inu. Jesus. There you go. We'll see how we're still having some issues here with the 200 at the moment. One of the coins you guys should look at is ICP. You guys know I don't really like buying this one. I usually short it, but it's breaking down to like new lows here. So over the next few days, this may be a good opportunity if you guys are looking to short something. ICP is not going to have any floor, so there's not going to be anything that would tell you like how far this sucker can go down. So this thing might start going down maybe like to $15, $20, something crazy like that, which would give you a really great return on your shorts. If you're looking to buy ICP, I'd wait for a breakout along this trend line, and then you could look a little bit happier, and that would lead you to having more of a bullish crossovers over the 20 over the 50, and maybe over time the 50 over the 200 here. But it just got a 200 moving average a couple weeks ago, And look how fast that's already coming down. But ICP has been a pretty bad investment since the day it was open. So if you bought ICP on the opening day, I mean, let me just go somewhere around here, the middle zone, you'd be down like 93% at the moment. So be careful with this one. It does have its little pops here, right? I had a pop up here for about 232%, but you see how fast that thing crashed back down here. So be very, very, very careful of ICP, but it's a great shorting opportunity if you guys like to short. Back over here on Bitcoin. There we go. I'm just watching this breakout unfold. But really, gosh, we're really having some issues here with the 200. Really having some issues there. Hey Ed, right now Bitcoin's looking here. Let's look at the Fibonacci levels as far as Bitcoin's concerned. There you go. It's right down here about 44,000 or so. That's the next one we can see. Kind of makes sense because we have this new trend line to be looking at. I would say closer to $42,000 at the moment. Excuse me, 42, 45, 44. Somewhere in that range is where I'd be looking to buy. Next level of support is down here at 40,000. And after that, who knows? We do also have a support level right here at 42.5. I would say 44 is a safe bet. We can try to bounce off of that one, or we can try to come all the way back down to this trend line. But it's going to be a pretty decent sized drop because if you guys, let me see. I'm going to remove the drawings here really fast. You see this double top here on the weekly chart? We're getting squeezed at the moment between the 50-week moving average and the 20-week moving average. Either this week or next week, probably most likely this week, because we still have a day and a half left, or a day and 23 hours. We're going to make either a really large move on the upside, which doesn't seem too likely because of how we've been falling, or we're going to make a pretty sizable move down here to about like maybe 42,000 at the minimum, but somewhere down here at 44. Then hopefully from there we can try to curl. But right now we're looking at the chart wants to come down below the 50 and close down below the 50. And what you're looking right here, top neckline is right here. We don't want to break down below this line right here. It's about like $30,000 or so. This was after the May crash here. We want to start like this, hopefully move up a little bit, get out of this double top pattern. We have a danger of hitting a head and shoulders where we have the shoulder, head and shoulders, and we have this new neckline where we'd have to break. If we broke down here, then we'd be heading back down here. Otherwise, we want to see this kind of hold. We don't have to really break down, but at least go sideways or something, or go up. But we don't want to break down below this neckline right here. That'd be the really bad thing to see. If we start breaking down below, let's say 39,600 seems like the low point right there, then we're definitely going to come down a little bit more and come all the way back down tier 2, or we have a likely chance of coming all the way back down to 30,000 or so. Let me see if I can do this properly now. All these lines here. There you go. Yeah, but keep an eye on the weekly chart. We're getting squeezed in between these moving averages. We're going to see if we're going to be able to hold on to it, but the week we close down below this is most likely the following week, or even sometime in the following week, we're going to come down quite a bit, probably testing out about $40,000 or so, unless we're able to curl back up here and not fall down below this like $44,000, $43,000 level. Now, what do I have right here? For now, I'll just put the Fibonacci levels back up. Let's get the one last Fibonacci level right here. There you go. Trying to have a breakout, having a little bit of trouble, but the opportunity is still there for Bitcoin to have a little bit of a reversal. 5, yeah. Let's see. Hey Ed, hey Alec. Can I take a look at a SFP? Yeah, I feel like an old person. I haven't used my glasses. SFP. Safe Pal. It's up 8% at the moment. Let me see what the 7 days is. Curling up here a little bit. Has support. SFP. It looks okay. I wouldn't be swing trading it too much here. This is not really the right time to be buying it at all. I would be looking to buy it closer down here at the trend line levels. Had a double top here, which didn't look too hot, but it didn't make an M, which is kind of nice. If it comes back around like maybe $2 or so, I would say you can start buying some more of it. Otherwise, if you have it now, it's okay to hold it, but it's not the time to be buying. I'd wait for it to come down at least, maybe another 5% before looking to buy in. And then you have to deal with some resistance levels above. So it's okay. There are better plays out there right now, but I haven't looked at any of the other ones, but it's okay. It's better if you've already bought into it and you're just holding. I really wouldn't be buying in at these levels right now, but it's an okay time to be holding what you have. Wait to see if it can pop above and hit that resistance level. There we go. Make a move here. There we are. Hey, Brennan. Wow, I looked at ICP chart. It was like 750 6 months ago. Rug pull. Yeah, ICP's had a kind of troubled past. They had a whole bunch of investors in the beginning. And usually when they enter the market on a really high market cap, they just start off with a very, very, they start off with a high market cap, so nobody really has the opportunity to buy in. There's a reason why I buy a lot of these smaller cap coins on like pages 5, 6, and 7 on coinmarketcap.com. It's because the market caps are very, very low. When ICP originally opened up in the market, I think it was like it was in the top 20 or something like that, maybe the top 15 at crypto at the time, and the price was just crazy. And the price wasn't my problem with it wasn't the price, it was the market cap that it opened up with. I like buying coins at small market caps, and then as I hold over months and sometimes years, they go up quite a bit, and I'm able to get in on the bottom level and reap some rewards. They tried to go into the market at a very, very high market cap, like, I don't know, it was like 20 billion or something like that. Let me see if I can find it very fast. And they expected you to keep on buying it to pump them up even more. That's not how crypto works. The best crypto coins are the ones that, the ones that people think about the most, like Dogecoin, Shiba, and things like that. They start off as a very small market cap, and they give you the opportunity, everyday investors, to find a way to buy into it. ICP did not do that too well. They relied on a lot of wealthier individuals to really fund everything, and they thought they were going to be so rich, but nope. Let me look for ICP. Here we go. Now it's number 36. And what I'm actually going to look for is the market cap. See, at one point the market cap was all the way up here at 52 billion. 52 billion. Let's look at where the market caps are at now. Like, I'm talking about like opening up here. Let me see if I can actually zoom in on this. Actually, let's go right here. No, it's 0. If it'll let me. No, it looks like 57 billion. There was probably some type of middle thing down here. Whatever. They opened up at like over $10 billion market cap. That's arrogant as well. Let me see. But let's just say 50 billion. I mean, that's like number 4 or 5 spot now. Now, of course, back in April, May, there was a lot more money in crypto, obviously. But man, just think about that. So ICP is just not having a good time. The market cap keeps on getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And right now, instead of being at 57 billion market cap or whatever, now it's at a $5 billion market cap. So a lot of money has flowed out of that. And I think a lot of the whales that bought into the beginning, most of them have decided it's better just to not be in this coin at the moment. I really have no idea what they're actually trying to do here. I rarely ever look at the website for this one. I mean, I probably looked at it a couple times before, but I forget about it because I don't like the coin. Infinity.org. Oh, this is not a good website. I can't read this stuff, at least not with my bad eyes. Block count. Building on internet computer. Yeah, they're just gonna have some trouble. Yeah, look at all these guys. They're gonna. Oh, geez. They got a big old team. That's a lot of investor money to keep it going. A lot of investor money. And I wonder how many people still work for the project, actually. Oh, I thought somebody in here looks like Elon. Oh, okay, whoever it was. But yeah, so be careful of ICP. It's going to be a fun shorting opportunity, though. I wish I would have opened a short on it a little bit ago. But it does have an opportunity to bounce just like everything else. Had a little bit of bounce. But overall, yeah, ICP is looking to hit another all-time low here pretty soon. Yeah, this is going to be something you guys can short. And usually when it doesn't have a previous low, it can fall hard because nobody knows a support level. There's no support to kind of like say, okay, well, if it comes back down here, it should bounce back off. So I feel okay holding. Like, you know, Bitcoin right now, if you guys are long-term holders, like, well, we're bouncing off of the 200 moving average right now. That's okay. Well, if we keep on going down now, maybe we have this Fibonacci level at 45,924, or this support level all the way down here at 39,000, 40,000. You know there's some support levels. Imagine having ICP and buying it somewhere up here, and then all of a sudden you're like, where's the bottom? Oh, okay, phew. I think we found the bottom. Let's go up a little bit. Okay, cool. Maybe we can start curling now. Oh, nope, no, that's not the bottom. Oh, that's not the bottom. Oh, that's not the bottom. And then we finally come back over here after this Bitcoin bull run. Oh, this wasn't the bottom either. So, you know, you can see how some aggressive these drops can be when everybody is panicking. And when you have no bottom, it can be very crazy. So I'd be very careful in the future for any of you guys to buy into a coin that hops on into the market with a very crazy valuation or very crazy market cap. Those are things I usually tend to avoid because all the money, all the rich people are the ones that already bought into it. At that point, you're just making the rich richer without the opportunity to make a lot of money in the long run. The best thing you could do in those situations if you wanted to play coins like this is just to day trade them or short them, because once the bear market hits, it's going to reach all-time lows or new lows. Talk about a battle with whales. Man. Where's the support here for Bitcoin at the moment? We'll use this support instead of the other one I was just looking at a minute ago. There you go. Right now, support, at least from one of the older candles back a few days ago, is going to be $46,000 and 131. 46,131. There you go. And we're trying to bounce right now. It can work out here, but it's going to be a long shot at this point. Hey, no worries, Alec. I'm happy I can help you out a little bit with the charting and stuff like that. Hey, Chef. As far as Amazon's concerned, I think it's going to be a good long-term hold, but let me take a quick peek on it as far as the day-to-day stuff. AMZN, how is it doing today? Down a little bit at support. Let's see, short, yeah. Sell. Selling off some shares. Okay. MZN. Why is this one? Where's this one at? Back in October. There's the March one. There's the October one. But didn't we already break down below that one? Yeah, we kind of did break down below that one. There's a support level right here along with the 50 moving average. Amazon looks a little bit bearish at the moment. It even broke out, but I mean, I guess that was a short-term buying opportunity, but now it's over. What do we got here? Right now, you're just looking at this pennant. If it's able to hold on to this trend line, you can definitely start to take a little bit of a nibble of it. I would look at on Monday to make sure it can hold. And if it can hold it, you can try to take a smaller position in there. Most likely, it'll fall down below this trend line, though, and the 50. And you'll see it come down to along here to test at the 200. And maybe from there, there's going to be a much better buying opportunity in there. But right now, there's nothing bullish enough to say buy. I would actually wait to see if this thing ends up falling down and you could actually short Amazon a little bit here. I mean, heck, these options are going to be so freaking expensive at that point. I would say be careful of Amazon at the moment. I'm seeing a double top. It probably wants to come down here to like $3,168. But right now, it's something you want to have on your watch list, but not something that's you want to be trading at the moment, unless you're doing day trading, which is going to be a little bit different, of course. Well, somebody tried to buy a little bit of Bitcoin right there. Let's see right here. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I didn't even know why I put Ethereum there. There we go, Ethereum. There we go. Bloop. Bloop. And there we go. Hey, Ruben, man, happy to see you back. What do I think about Lucid? I think it's good for a long-term hold, but be careful about swinging it. It's not the right time. Let's see. Hey, JPers, about AMP, it's good for long-term hold. I wouldn't be buying it right now, though, unless you want to play this potential bounce off here from Bitcoin. We need to bring back the helicopter? Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Chef. Happy to help you out. Amazon's a little bit of a tricky one. People are just kind of worried because it had a cloud outage a couple of weeks ago. You guys might have seen it on TikTok and whatnot. A whole bunch of Amazon drivers couldn't get to their destinations because the app was broken and the whole server was broken. It was pretty crazy. Amazon servers are massive. Hey, Monica. Yeah, it's true with Bittorrent. I understand why they're doing it. I just don't think, I never like putting more coins onto the market. I just don't like to do it. It's going to hurt the price. It's going to hurt the price a little bit here. So I'm going to watch. I'm going to be mindful of what's going on. I've shaved off about 30% of my Bittorrent, so that means I still have like millions left. But on Tuesday, I really want to see how this dip occurs, because just because it has more utilization doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be more buyers to actually buy the coin, if that makes sense. So we'll see what happens, but I hate whenever a coin, like I really don't like coins issuing new shares. New shares is something I never like to see happen there. The good thing though, it's not, at least it's not like an offering where they're selling shares onto the market. They're just splitting it, which makes it a little bit less aggravating if you ask me. Hey, Brightest, nobody in town makes good pizza? Ooh, the only pizza place next to me that I know, there's like, I don't know, Papa John's, there's, what's next to me? Domino's, Pizza Hut, Puget Sound Pizza, I think, and then there was also a Godfather's Pizza. There's even a timetable, that's what it's called. There's a lot of weird pizza places by me, but I don't eat pizza too much. Hey, Tekla and Tesla, happy to see you back, man. And Ryan, can you check out Adobe for me? I'm waiting for it to go down, but it keeps hitting a resistance and need advice. Well, that means it's trying to go up if it keeps on hitting a resistance. Hop out of the magnet right here. I would wait for, if you wanted to do if you wanted to short this, I'd wait for after earnings. Earnings are December 16th. I'd wait for earnings to be completed, and I would try to see if it would come down below the 200. That's going to be a much better opportunity to start shorting this or buying puts on it. You really want to see, because with one of the things that's happening in the United States right now is there's a lot of people that have been leaving the job market. It's one of the reasons that the unemployment numbers are so low. It's not like we have that. Unemployment numbers are kind of like they're not manipulated, but they're not showing what's going on truly in the job market. There's a lot of people in the job market right now that have left the actual, they've stopped looking for jobs, or they moved out of that particular market. A lot of people that have been starting their own businesses. whether that's YouTube channels or TikToks or stuff like that, and you can't really see those people in the in those numbers. But I suspect that come earnings time, you're going to see if all those people are getting new entrepreneurial jobs, if they've been having to use a bunch of Adobe services. So I think that'd be pretty interesting to watch. Mostly though, it's stuck between the 20, the 50. I wouldn't be buying right now. I'd just be patiently waiting this one out. It most likely wants to come back down to this trend line over the next few weeks, but I'd wait for the earnings. It's like 6 days away, so that means next Friday, something like that. Yeah, next Friday, Thursday. Yeah, so wait for Thursday, and you should be able to see. You should be able to watch those earnings. I wouldn't play this before the earnings, unless you're going to hedge your bets by buying some puts that $600 puts and a hedge of a $700 call, and those are probably going to be very expensive. So I'd be careful with those ones. It's better just to wait at that point. There's nothing really screaming at you to buy at that point, and nothing really telling you to like really sell. There's too many mixed messages from that chart. I mean, a Papa John's pizza took 48 minutes to get to me, and it's lukewarm. Oh yeah, I usually put mine in the oven, or I put mine in the air fryer, and the Ninja Foodie. Travis, FUD, and more FUD. Hey, Ghost, I hope your husband feels better. It always sucks to be sick on a Friday. A Godfather's Pizza was a college staple here. There's not many Godfather's pizzas left out there, guys. Not many at all, but they do have some good food. I thought about getting Godfather's once for me, my mom, my sister, until I saw that like one large pizza cost like $30. And I was like, what are this, the 90s or something? $30 for a single pizza? I was just like, you guys suck. And so I went to go get my mom and my sister Papa Murphy's, because Papa Murphy's is really nice, and you can heat the pizza to your desired crispiness, if you get what I'm saying. Let's see, Round Table. I haven't been to Round Table in a while. It used to be the place I used to go for football. Round Table, we used to go there for lunch to eat. They had a pizza buffet for lunch, I think. Hey Patrick, yeah, it's good to have some limit orders in case Bitcoin does go down a little bit later on today. See, on the 15, you can see it hit 655 3 times in the last few days. Well, then if you wanted to, you could try to day trade the next time that happens. You could try to day trade an options put and write it down for maybe 10 to 20% profit and just leave it alone after that. That could be something you're looking for. Hey brothers, I keep trying to give Papa John's a chance, and at every time they let me down. Not enough toppings, and they take twice as long to deliver than the place next door to them. That is kind of funny. I haven't had Papa John's in a long time. My only problem with Papa John's is I like a pizza that doesn't, like, when you pick it up, it doesn't like droop off. I don't know why. Most of the time when I eat pizza, I'm drunk or high or something like that. So I like to. I think the last time I had one of their pizzas, I took the pizza off. You know, had it in my hand. I was drunk. I was talking with somebody, and the pizza drooped down, and then all the toppings drooped down. So when I took a bite of it, it was just like sauce and dough, and I was not a fan of it. But not all the pizzas like that. But there's been a lot of times where Papa John's has let me down. So I definitely get you. I do like the little buttered garlic sauces and those little peppers. Those peppers I really do enjoy when it comes to Papa John's. I think when I actually order Papa John's, I'm actually ordering the pepper and not the pizza. They can manipulate you like that. Let's see. Hey, Brandon. I don't think manipulation has too much to go on. It has too much to do with this at the moment. I think right now we're just in a bearish market. There's a lot of FUD going on. People are really scared to be buying in right here. You saw whales got hit hard on this drop because they were over leveraged. And we're just trying to find support. I think most people are looking at the patterns that we're seeing at the moment. And if you guys look at the weekly chart or the daily chart, in fact, you guys will see that we're in two different bearish patterns. Overall, over the last few months, we've accumulated a large double top pattern, which would suggest, if it's able to complete itself, that we may come all the way back down to $30,000. Okay, A lot of people are looking at that. On top, we can always get out of that. We can always get out of that pattern if whales buying enough and we start chugging along at some crucial times. And the other pattern that's really bearish that we're looking at is Bitcoin's also in a head and shoulders right here, starting from this last bullish breakout that we had starting in towards the end of September, kind of beginning of October. We're in that head and shoulders pattern. So everybody's just kind of waiting to see when can we get back in here. And if we were to actually do this head and shoulders, we haven't actually reached a low enough point to really start buying in for that head and shoulders play, because we would all be buying at that buying zone for the shoulder and then riding it up to maybe a Fibonacci level or something similar. And then once it starts going back down, sell and then move on and or most likely just hold some cash or open a short position, wait for that to complete itself. And then once it starts looking like we're going to really break down from there and go to finish off that double top, or if we're just going to be able to do something new, then we could start buying in a little bit more. But for now, here, let me squeeze this down here for you. See this double top right here? Top one, top two, the neckline is down here. So double tops usually look like this. Okay. This is going to be the neckline. So right here, this is the neckline. If it's confirmed, then we head down for the next level of support, usually about 10 to 15% lower. Not always, but usually. And so that means we might come all the way back down here to like 25,000, something like that. Maybe even all the way down here to the Fibonacci level of 21,000, which would definitely just be a very annoying thing to watch happen. I'm hoping before that happens that we can break out of this double top by simply finishing off this head and shoulders, where in a head and shoulders looks more like this. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Let me draw some eyeballs in here so it doesn't look all nasty. Smile. So we have the shoulder here, head here, and shoulders. And let me see right here. Let me get rid of this very fast. Boom. Get rid of the mountains. So if we can work our way over into this shoulder spot where we buy down here around 42,000, 44,000, rip it back up, and then we're probably going to sell around this $53,000 level. That's going to be the resistance. And then we'll either come back down to the neckline, or, we most likely will, where we have a chance to break down, or we have a chance to rocket back up from here. There's a bunch of stuff going on. I wish it looked a little bit better, but for now, we need to find a way to get out of this bearish move. Us as smaller traders really don't have much power over what goes on here, but it's better that you guys are aware of, you know, the issues here. And my gosh, this 200 moving average is just becoming a pain for us as far as the 5 minutes concerned. Trying really hard to break out, and every single time it just gets smacked back down. There we go. You just paid $50 for 2 Papa John's pizzas? Oh man, I would have just drove at that at that point. But I don't think inflation has too much to do with it. I think it's people just see these bearish chart patterns and they're kind of just freaked out a little bit. Because why would you buy long when the chart says we want to come all the way back down to 30,000 potentially? Most people are going to be holding a bunch of cash and waiting, or they're going to be holding cash waiting for us to dip down a little bit more in order to start this this shoulder on this head and shoulders pattern. Hey Ruben, I haven't had Pizza Hut in such a long time, and I mean such a long time. Maybe I should have some Pizza Hut tonight. That's something I can get behind. Stuffed crust too, ooh, yeah. Yeah, no worries, Ryan. Happy to help you out. Give it some time. It's not really going to tell you to buy or sell now. Otherwise, you want to day trade on that resistance level. Yeah, you have a strong arm, Papa. It's like for some extra cheese, exactly. Let's see. Hey, Ryan, I only get the coupon deals with pizza. Pizza is so expensive these days. Yeah, especially with inflation. We just talked about there. You guys know, side topic off of pizza, I buy my mom pizza maybe like once every 3 weeks or something like that from Papa Murphy's. That's her favorite place. Most pizza places, you can just type on your phone Papa John's coupon for the app, Papa Murphy's coupon for the app. Every single time I pay for Papa Murphy's pizza, I usually get 20% off of the pizzas because I use the coupon codes. The website's a little sucky. Sometimes you have to wait. You have to have ads on it, but most of the time it works out pretty well. Like here, hold on. I'll be that guy and do it for you very fast. Here, Papa Murphy's promo code. Dude, Google, what you doing? Hold on. Papa Murphy's promo code? There we go. Don't know what the heck that was. Google's having some issues. Alright, and then you can go to copy business insiders right here, or the read telling me not. Both of them are good. Click on this one. 30% off, show coupon. Right here. Then you got to copy it, put it on the app, and see if it works. Some of these only work in certain locations, but it's always worth trying it out. So you might take like 5 minutes, but 5 minutes to save you 20 bucks, especially if you guys do like the big pizza things. When I was in college and people put me in charge of buying the pizza, they would give me all the cash for the pizza ahead of time. I would order it through the app, and I wouldn't tell anybody I used the 20% off promo code. So it's like I got paid a 20% cut to buy the pizza. So, you know, stuff you do back in the day. Save yourself some money, have some fun with it, and that was the money I would use to buy drinks. You get the crust already stretched. All I do is fit it and bake. Ooh, that actually sounds really good right there. Would you recommend the Fibonacci? I don't know what Fibonacci thing you have on the chart? How are you holding up in the colder temperature? I bet early mornings are cold. Yeah, they're freaking horrible over here right now. I just go on walks with Loki, so it's not bad. I've had this jacket for a while. My grandmother got this for me a long time ago. It's a Columbia jacket, and it has these kind of like patterns on it. What's it called? Oh, it says patented. Some type of heating technology, and it keeps me pretty warm in the mornings when I wake up. But poor Loki can be real cold as he goes out in the potty break in the morning here. But yeah, you can use the Fibonacci levels. I always encourage Fibonacci levels. In fact, Fibonacci levels are more accurate on the stock charts than they are on the crypto charts. But I feel like as more robots and more bots start to trade crypto in the future, I think it'll start to honor a little bit more. But for the most part, you guys see it a lot, especially with Bitcoin. Not so much other coins, but Bitcoin in general. It usually holds on to the Fibonacci levels quite well. You just have to find out the right place to put them in order to use them in the future. Sorry guys. Let's see. Hey, oh yeah, I got Django playing on the back. It's a good one. I love Django. I love Django. Hey, Jason, happy to see you back, man. Supposed to get to 9 degrees tonight here in Colorado. That is, oof, that's freezing. I remember back when I lived in Montana, it got down to like -40 one night, and I had my window open, and I woke up like frozen. I had my heater on. Well, technically my heater was off, but it got so cold that the heater noticed, like, it's so cold, we have to turn on the heater. So it was one of those things where like, the heater has a low of like 40 degrees, and when it got down below 40, it just turned on. But it was, oh gosh. I have some, let me hold on a second here. I'll do this very fast. And if you guys are new to the stream, I know I've had a lot of subscribers over the past month. Friday nights are much more casual, much more just kind of having fun. We're watching Bitcoin to see what happens, but overall, it's not going to be too serious as far as, what's going on. You see a little double bottom here on the second chart though. Looks like it's not going to pass, but that was kind of fun to see. Here, I got my Snapchat on me. I don't use Snapchat too much these days, but hence why their stock is falling. I should have a way to do this. Oh, every time I look at Snapchat, I feel like they've done a new upgrade, a new update. My eyes only, there's nothing there. When do they have my eyes only? Stories, camera roll, no, snaps. There we go. Export snap. Download it. And I'll send it over through email so you guys can see. It was a day I was just walking into school. I think it was the first day of the the spring semester after New Year's. Hold on a second here, Seattle. Empty subject, that's fine. And let's go actual size. Oh man, that was a whole different iPhone. There we go. Let's see, but I'll find it. For a week, Alexa has been saying there was a 90% chance of snow today. No snow. Oh, I am guys, I'm waiting for snow so bad. I really want to see some snow in here. Mostly because I want to be able to take pictures with Loki in the snow. If there's no snow here, I'm literally driving up into the mountains until I find a snow pile, tossing Loki in the snow, then taking a few pictures of him as he plays around in it. Let's see. Hey Jason, FUD is just what a term that people say when like it's like a negative stuff, like Bitcoin's going to zero. That's something that's kind of FUD. Let's see. 28 degrees right now. Ooh, that's nice. I think it's like in the mid 30s right here in Washington right now, so not too bad. What messes it up in Washington is we have humidity, so it's always that bone-chilling cold that I don't like. 60 degrees. Russia war, exactly. Higher lows being tested on Bitcoin USD charts. Yeah, we're trying to do it at the moment. We're just having some trouble breaking out above the 200 here on the 5-minute chart. That's a pretty solid level of resistance. And the longer this takes to break above the 200, the more likely you're going to see the other moving averages start coming down too, like the moving averages along the 15-minute chart and the 30. Like, look what this 200 is right now on the 20. With the 15, we've broken above this one, but now the 200 is coming. This is going to be that big level of resistance. We need to be able to break above that here. That would most likely happen in the next, not in this next 7 minutes, but the next 15-minute candle is where we'd have a nice real big boom after that. But looking a little iffy right now here. Yeah, looking a little iffy at the moment. But a whale tried to stop us, so they bought us a little bit of time. That means that there's going to be another opportunity. Because we were saved here, this is a buying zone. But I mean, it's a really risky buying zone at the moment if you wanted to take a little bit of a jump on it. Let's see. You go up in Orange County. Oh, yeah. Oh, if you wanted the more technical version of FUD, there you go. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt equal FUD. I never really put that as a FUD thing for me. I know that's how people use it, but I usually say FUD is when people are just spreading like fear. Spreading fear, I guess, is a better way for that. Is the way I interpret FUD. Let me go over here. I should have that email now. There we go. There we go. Here. Oh, don't know if it's actually going to open or not. It might not. Right here. Why are you not opening? Okay, it's not opening for some reason. My computer's being in trash right now. What I'll do is I'll just open it up in my email for you guys for a second. This was our first day of Montana weather. What the heck is going on? I feel like I need to restart my computer, but I'll do it after my stream. My computer's been doing some weird stuff today. Ever since I got back from walking the dog. Hold on 1 second here. There you go. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I was in just pain. I was not wearing the right jacket. I was just wearing a sweatshirt and like negative 10-degree weather, and I was just not having it. My glasses were frozen. My beard was frozen. Yeah, I looked pretty darn miserable right there, but it was pretty darn fun. There we go. Let's see. Oh, my grandma's leaving for here in 15 minutes, so we got a little bit more time before the stream ends. Let's see. Hey Jason, I build communication towers so I don't like the snow and ice. Oh my gosh, man, you are brave as can be. That is a very treacherous job. Hope you get paid well for that one. Bring me the greed. Oh man. Hey Patrick, stream soaks up the bandwidth. I mean, that could be it. I need to go over to Best Buy and buy a new Ethernet cord since my dog chewed up the last one. You okay, Loki? Come here. You are just tired as can be today. He went and played at the dog park for 2 hours, and he just woke up and he was staring at me like this. And I was like, dude, you're just a little tired. My grandmother's coming over, so he's about to go crazy for her. My grandmother's very scared of dogs in general, unless they're small, teeny ones. So she's not used to German Shepherd pups or anything over the size of a Chihuahua. So she's terrified of my dog, who's like a little teeny guy. Not as teeny anymore. He's like a 4-month-old, 5-month-old German Shepherd. But he's a very gentle little dog for his age. But I'm slowly training her to like be okay around him. Because he'll jump up and do that type of stuff, but most of the time he's just like, I don't know. He's just a cute little dog that's trying to sleep and relax, or play if he hasn't had a play date in a while. Let's see. Hey, Joe, that's what looks like the Bittorrent right now. Oh, geez. I mean, I like the cold weather. Personally, guys, I prefer cold weather than hot. I don't mind traveling to hot weather, but I like the more temperate weather out here in the Pacific Northwest, especially in the fall. But most people don't know, out here in the Pacific Northwest, it's probably sunny 75% of the year, and it's only rainy for about 25%. So it's not too bad in reality. People just always think of Seattle as wet. And plus, you guys might not have known this, but Washington State had a massive drought this year. It was dry, like, here, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. I don't know what's going on with this. It's just gonna tick me off so much because I can see it on my page, but when I move it over, it messes up, which means I need to fix something on my end. Okay, Seattle weather blog. So you see, blue is 2021, white is average. It was okay for January and February. March, low. April, low. May, real low. June, a little bit higher. July, no rain. No rain. August, barely any rain. Then September spiked up. October spiked up. And then November. This summer was so dry, like the rivers were, like there was nothing in the rivers. It was chaotic. Washington, like, normally has a lot of water, so everything is usually pumping full of water. This summer was horrible, horrible, horrible. And we haven't been, December is not here yet, but I was so happy to see that we kind of soared back out of this. This rain was really bad. It was because of this La Nino thing. That's why we got so much rain. I'm pretty sure from what we were told, we took all the rain from California or something like that. So, and I think California needed the rain just as bad as we did. Hey, Michael. Hoffercia? Sorry if I mispronounced the name, because I guarantee I probably did. Mike, keep doing what you're doing. Your streams are great info, and get to see them late being on the East Coast. Hey, dude, I appreciate it as well. It's hard to find the right stream out there, especially when you guys want to watch it on your own time. Streams kind of like, it depends on when I'm free, when I'm not dealing with my mom, sister, puppy, grandparents, regular life stuff. And so I try to make my streams as available as I can. And that's why I think I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow. Not sure what time. Probably sometime in the afternoon for me, so maybe like 3 o'clock Pacific time. I was gonna do it a little bit earlier, but then I got a call from my hair appointment lady today, and she said I had a hair appointment tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about that. So tomorrow I expect tons of compliments on my stylish haircut that you guys probably won't notice. Hey, babyfish. Mike, it looks like this dip was nothing but a bear trap. I'm looking at it now. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see how this performs. I'm more interested not just in this 1 day candle, but I'm very interested to see what happens tomorrow as this weekly candle looks to close. That's when I think we're going to have a much more volatile movement. I'm waiting to see what happens here. I mean, you can see how hard it is just to break above a freaking 200 moving average here. And normally it's not that hard. Try 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It should bounce on this time if it's going to do it, because you already see the 20 moving average is starting to sweep up here. We want to see that crossover happen, But in order for that crossover to happen, where the 20 moving average is crossing over, the 20 is crossing over the 200, excuse me, we have to have it bounce off in the next, 4 minutes, 31 seconds, maybe like the next 10 minutes here, next 9 minutes and 25 seconds or so. Otherwise, what you're going to see is a little bit of a downtrend happen, or we test out the 50 again, then try to retest out the 200 or so, or we actually just like fall off a cliff here. There's just not much buying going on. That's the thing. There's not many buyers in the market. Something has to really entice them, which usually means we have to have some type of bullish breakout. We had a small breakout on the 5, but that doesn't really help you out too much, because if we fall here, we're dropping down like 44,000. Nobody wants to take that chance, especially because of most of the buyers right now are going to be doing some leverage positions in order to make some money. You're not going to really be making much money right now just buying Bitcoin for like a few, 0.5%, so to speak, right? Hey, Brennan, the small dogs are more vicious than the big dogs? Oh, of course they are, but the small dog owners will never tell you that, right? It was funny today. You guys know Loki is like almost 5 months old, like 4.5 months, little guy, but still, he's growing. He's a pretty decent sized dog now. Still a puppy, of course. He's like body size, something like that. I don't know. He went up against a year-old German Shepherd today and caused the year-old German Shepherd to submit. I was like, what the heck? And the other owner was so not mad at his dog, but disappointed. Like, why the heck did he why did he submit to that dog, that puppy? And it's because the other dog was bullying Loki, but Loki never stops biting and fighting the entire time. He's just always tenacious. And so Loki got a bite of the neck and went, a little growl. And Loki has a mean face to him. You normally see German Shepherds have that mean face where their teeth start showing and their nose starts to kind of ribble up a little bit like a wolf. He did that to the other dog, and the other dog just laid down on its back like this. I was like, damn. There we go. Okay, well, we still have an opportunity, but this is Ahmed. I want to be patient with this one. I know you have that short right now. I know you're probably looking to sell out of it, or give it some more time to wait to see if we break above this 200 though. But this is gonna be a pesky little thing here. That whale timed it just right to cause a little bit of chaos. You probably saw a whale or two, some shorts get burned right here, because that was pretty rapid, especially with those leverage positions. Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's just the chances of us holding here are not that high. They're just not that high. But maybe it just wants to have a 1 or 2 day bounce off of the 200 moving average, because that's the big thing right now. We have the Fibonacci down here. We have a support level down here. But that big thing we're looking for into holding is the 200 here. So if we're not going to fall down below today, that means we'll probably end up coming back down here sometime later on and then having a big, nasty red candle. I'm really waiting to see what's going to happen here, either at the end of this week or the next day and a half, or next week as we approach the 20 moving average, the 20-week moving average. So either way, guys, my point is we're due for some major volatility over the next week. So anytime between, I guess, Sunday and Monday. Oh, motorcycle. Large amount of volatility. It's going to be very fun to watch. Just make sure you guys try to guess correctly whether to short it or to long it, because there's going to be a lot of money made on that big move here. Because what we're looking for. Let's see. Uh-oh, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Oh, it's a Friday night, isn't it? Oh, we should be fine for now. There we go. But you see how we're being squeezed in between the 50 and the 20 here? Yeah, if we make a big move down, we're going to head down here to about 44,000 plus. But either way, or we're going to surge back up here past 52, where we actually have a chance of going all the way up here to 53,000 or so. So there's going to be a big move either way. We're just waiting to see which way it chooses. Let's see, got right here, red on the 4. There we go. So let's see if we can have a surge right here or not. There we are, move a little bit there. Hey Patrick, our small dog has an aggressive streak where our big dog is cool. That's how most of it turns out. But I think I like the small dogs. The small dogs love me most of the time. Big dogs love me too, I guess. My grandmother Shih Tzu gets so excited when she sees me that she pees herself. So I got to be careful when I when I see that dog. Texas weather goes hot and cold quicker than Doge. I mean, for real, it can definitely be a pain to have the weather kind of go all over the place. I like to be as consistent as possible. Usually Washington stays pretty sunny for most of the year. Then afterwards it gets a little cloudy for a while, you know, it gets depressing. But then later on it gets fine. Right now, sometimes you don't even see the sun for days, though. That can be very depressing out here. Let's go beat the FUD. Patrick, I grew up watching Lassie, the good old days with the good content on TV. Miss him. I don't actually have cable. I used to have cable. I don't find cable useful anymore. Let's see. I bought Litecoin at 155. Am I going to survive? Hey, Barney. Whatever your plan was for Litecoin, stick to it. So if you had a stop loss at 160 or 170 or 140, whatever it is, stick to the plan that you originally hopped on into. Just don't alter it if you can. Whatever your stop loss was, just make sure to honor it. That way you don't get stuck holding a bag for Litecoin. Let me get another beer with look better. There you go. My brother had a shepherd wolf and made 4 big bulls cry. The owner of the pits could not believe it. I love pit bulls. I saw a couple of pit bulls. No, not pit bulls. Rottweilers today. There was a few Rottweilers at the dog park, and they were so beautiful. It was a mom, a dad, and one puppy. They looked so cute, and the little puppy was built like a tank, so it was having a lot of fun. One dog ended up picking up a stick, and every other dog chased it because of the stick. Oh, and Loki finally learned how to do fetch today. Finally learned how to do fetch after watching all the other dogs do it like 100 times. So Loki officially knows how to do fetch. Let's see. 3-day EMA lows is supporting the Bitcoin also towards the other upper avs. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can bounce off here, but it still looks overall pretty bearish. It's just because of the news on the market right now and these overall trends that we're looking at. The 5-minute and the 15-minute look okay, but the dailies and the weeklies are what concerns me going forward. Come on, Bitcoin. Have a little bit of a surge so we can get above the 200 here. Oscillator's trying to curl back over too. Got 2 minutes left. I mean, we can continue going on here, but usually the longer it takes there, the more likely you have to drop. You can see volume is starting to decrease just a tad here. Yeah, just a teeny bit there. Oh, excuse me. Let's see what I can mess with there. There we go. Okay, perfect. All right. We're trying to beat some levels of resistance. You can see there's a little bit of a wall right here. Oh, there it goes. There's a little pop. It always takes a little pop to get over these small walls. There you go. Trying to get something broken right here. Trying. Another wall. There's always a wall on these ones. Look at that little jump in volume just like that. Okay. See? There you go. It's trying. I gave it a 10-minute countdown and it's trying in 9 minutes. I think I'm decently close. Yeah, it's trying though. Again, we need this curl to come up here a little bit. So here. Unless your son hates Sheps though, must have a bad time as a pup. Oh, that would suck to be. Yeah, puppies are so innocent. There's never a reason to ever make a puppy sad unless they're like they poop on the ground and pee. And I always feel guilty telling my dog, like when Loki was a little puppy and he would be peeing all over the floor and a puppy because he was like so tiny, of course. I'd be like, no. Then he looks so sad, and then my heart would just like, I'm sorry, dude. Oh man. Hey, Mr. Rock, doing pretty well. Just watching Bitcoin and see if it's going to have a clean reversal here. It's pretty darn close to falling off a ledge and going back down to 44,000, 45,000. But at the moment, it's been able to get a whale came in here, pumped it up a little bit, and we're waiting to see if it's going to try to bounce back off. I wasn't able to break out right there. I guess we do have a little more time, but yeah, it's just so hard for it to do. Normally, you want to see it break above and not try to take so long. There really is a lack of buyers in this current market or this current, these last few hour or so. And because of that, we're just kind of waiting for a whale or some of those guys with leverage positions to really pump us up. We're trying. We can still hop above it here. We're gonna probably have to try to grind up on this 20 as best we can going forward. Fear and greed index back to 16. Oh yeah, you want a lot of fear. You love fear. Fear is a good time to be buying. Let's see. There we go. Hey Brandon, yeah, it could definitely be sad when you have to put him down. That's for sure. Let's see right here. Open him up a little bit. Gonna take a minute here. Let me do a quick little rundown, see what's going on with a bunch of other coins. You're seeing a few other coins bounce, like we talked about before. Bittorrent still bouncing pretty nicely. Let me go over here off of Internet Computer. Anything else continue to go up? Quant is up a little bit. Near seems to be something you guys can hop on into. Die, not sure why that's actually up here. So let me check out Near very fast as we kind of wait for this to really attempt to pop up. Near Tether, let me get my phone out of the way. 15, what's it doing? Slowly grinding up here. I mean, oh wow, that's a little bit far away from its trend line, but I guess that'll do. Oh, it's at a double top. Oh, timed with a 50 moving average too. See that neckline right there? Support around here as well. So looks like it's trying to break down, but it might have a saving grace at this 50 moving average here. So be careful of Near. Forget I even mentioned it. You might be able to short it on the way down though. But let me see. And it barely managed to close above it, but apparently that wasn't enough. Wow. All right. Probably lack of volume because everybody's freaking out about Bitcoin right now. Back to the 5. There we go. Now what a struggle right there. What a struggle. Hey baby, is ICP at $1 yet? You guys, ICP, we have some volume coming on the second chart, but ICP really is just trash. I mean, I've told you guys this for a long time. I really don't like ICP. My thought process is there's money to be made if you guys want to trade it. You guys can make money, but personally, it's something I would never hold for the long term because of how it came about. I just don't like the way it came about personally. And that's why I've never really felt like investing into ICP. If anything, as soon as Bitcoin finds some type of top here, and if it does start dropping back down, I'm probably going to do a heavy short on ICP with a 15 to 20% stop loss on it. Not even, it'll be like, it won't even have a stop loss at that point just because it's going to be a heavy leverage play as well. But it's going to be very interesting to watch how all of that goes down, because whenever you guys find a coin that's hitting all-time lows, especially when it opened up at a very, very high price point with a very, very high market cap as well, they tend to just come down and down and down and down, and there's never a bottom. Once you start breaking new lows, you have no idea where it's going to stop. It's going to be when a whale puts his foot down and says, hey, I want to buy right here. Right here. Hey Hota, hope you're having a very, very good evening, man. What do I think about Koval? I do not know anything about Koval, Alec. Actually, I'm not entirely sure what Koval is. Hey, Mr. Rock. Oh, no, you're just responding. He's doing good. Ghost growing up fast. I hope you and your family are well. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Is Ghost? Is your daughter out of Seattle yet? I think you said she was. I don't know if you said she was in Seattle or in Washington. I think you said she was out here in the Pacific Northwest. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's see. It's trying to make a little bit of a move here, guys, but it looks like it's going to be stubborn. Yeah, we can try. Yeah. Daughter made it back to the USA. Excited to see you on the 17th before our vacation. Ooh, you guys are going on vacation. That sounds nice. I'm not going on vacation until next year sometime. I might go to vacation sometime in the spring or something like that. I'm trying to get my mom to go to Vegas, but she has to get a little bit healthier before she can travel. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Rock, boring days in the crypto market, especially, yeah. We're just waiting to see if we can pop above this freaking 200 moving average here. I thought we would pump up maybe about 10 minutes ago now, or no, maybe like 7 minutes ago now. We tried to, but we still got knocked down. So the attempt was a solid try, but I mean, we do have another 10 minutes here. Basically, we're trying to time this move with the 20 moving average crossing over the 200. We're kind of getting squeezed in there at the moment. When you should see a pop above this, there's enough buyers at the moment to try to cause us to pop, and hopefully, if we're able to pop above the 200 here on the 5-minute chart, more buyers will be more encouraged to hop in here, and they'll feel a little bit more confident, because right now there's a lack of buyers, and it's just making it very, very hard to break this simple 200 moving average on the 5-minute chart. Oh, she lives in Washington. See, she chose a great place to live. Washington's awesome. Let's see. Hey, babyfish, it would be lame if we go back down after winning that battle. Oh, definitely. I mean, look, it looks like it wants to pop. It looks like it. We just have to wait to see if it's going to work out, because that short, it was right at support, or a little bit under support, honestly. But they came in and they're trying to short these bears. I mean, imagine being that guy that shorted right here to push us down below. There was a trend line down here, guys. Imagine that guy trying to push us down just to make us soar like this. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. He's trying now. Imagine being that guy and just watching your investment go down quite a bit. Now, if you guys shorted right here, you guys would only be down about like 1%. But that guy probably shorted like 50x leverage or something like that. So he's like down 50% right now, or even higher. And he's probably been liquidated at the moment. There we go. Hey, Ghost. Hey, it's okay to take the nibble, especially as Bitcoin looks like it's trying to reverse here. It matches up with that cloud pretty nicely. So use that bottom as a stop loss if you want to, and that'll be you can trade with some confidence there. If you're going to go to sleep, you can use that as a stop loss. Otherwise, you can kind of just watch the chart and make your own judgments. You guys have a lot more freedom when you're actually watching the charts instead of going off of the stop losses. Hey, baby, they lost this round. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, man. You want to have a reversal, Patrick? I mean, it looks like it right now. I'm hoping that we can have it. But I mean, even now, look at this. We're still getting slammed underneath the 200 here. Now we got a minute and 35 seconds or so, so we still have a chance to break out. But you can see how hard it is just to really stay above that moving average. Like here, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. I mean, like we even managed to close above it here and here, but both times we still claimed down. At least we've had a little bit more consolidation, so now we can look to break out a little bit better here. But man, it's just annoying to watch that. Watch the slowness of how slow this happens. Let me go over here very fast. Peak right there. Not too bad. All right. And 57 seconds. I'll be interested. Like you guys know, I'm gonna end the stream here in a little bit because my grandparents are coming over. They should be here in like any minute now. But later on, if I end up hopping back on the stream because something really good is happening or something really bad is happening, I'm gonna be surprised if well, I'm gonna be excited to see which way we chose to come up here, because this 5-minute chart is just looking like it's annoying. It's annoying to watch. Let's see. Bitcoin volume spike 6 p.m. Central Time. What is that? What is 6 p.m. Central Time here? Is it like 4 o'clock my time? Oh, probably with the new day candle. That was because we had a new day candle here. The new candle reset. 9 seconds left. It looks like it wants to pop. It's just being a real pain in the butt waiting for it to pop there. And after all that, it hardly did anything. Let's see. Creeping down a little bit here. Hey, David. Yep, Fridays can be pretty entertaining with the Bitcoin. You think it's going to go down one way, and then a whale steps in, and then boom. Whales have so much power in the crypto markets, and that's what makes it so tough in order to trade. It's what makes it so hard to trade, just off of technicals, because you guys can have the best technicals in the world, and then all of a sudden, boom, a whale comes in and wrecks them all. So if without that whale, Bitcoin would have fallen down. But the whale is the guy that really pumped it up and really pushed us back up here. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go to the moon from here, but he gave us the opportunity for people that were a little bit nervous about buying into Bitcoin at that lower level to say, hey, I'll buy it up here, and maybe it'll go up from there. But you can see even there, he bought the breakout. We had this trend line here where it broke out of, came back down, rode the trend line, then popped off, went to the 200, and now it's just kind of creeping sideways here. But man, oh man, is it, again, taking its sweet time with this one. Like, guys, this is what you would call a pretty simple battle. This is a pretty big battle at the moment. You're seeing, in a sense, something like this. Resistance, and you're just waiting for it to pop, or you're waiting for it to break down. If you guys wanted to buy Bitcoin right now, I would say just use this trend line as a stop loss, and then what you would do is you would just keep on holding until it broke down. Like you're risking like 0.33% in order to make however high, whatever that gain would be if you're looking for the breakout. If you're looking for the breakout in general here, short-term resistance 48,512. Longer term, it might be able to come up here, because what you might be able to see is an inverse head and shoulders, where it's a shoulder, a head. We might come back down another level, and then we break the neck right here, and then start booming back up. Then running into resistance right here at this trend line. I'm around maybe 48,660 or something like that. Because then, that's what I'd be looking for. Otherwise, it could have been a decent double bottom here if it stopped, but it kept on going a little bit more. So it could be just an inverse head and shoulders trying to creep up, and that's why we haven't been able to break above the 200 here, just because we want to come back down for a shoulder, then make a big move, or we just want to continue coming down. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can happen here on the 5-minute chart, which is why I love looking at the 5-minute with you guys. But for now, don't worry too much about that head and shoulders look. Worry more about this pennant right here, because if you guys are buying right now, you're going to have this as a stop loss. Because even if it would go up later on, why buy right here when you could buy right here if you're waiting for a head and shoulders play? You guys can see that clear wall up here. Just wait for a spike in volume. Just wait for it. Wait for that spike. Oh, no. It was a spike in volume, but it was on the wrong side. We were trying to chew off that wall there, and it did not happen right there. That 200 is a pain in the butt to hold above. Jeez. Yeah, man. Talk about a wall. So, there are whales that are actively trying to make sure we are not popping off. It's adamant. It's fine, but I want to be able to break through those walls right there. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Rock. Yeah, I heard you guys talking over the last few days about the whales moving a lot of money over into the exchanges like they want to buy. So I'm hoping they'll have a reason to buy here pretty soon with an inverse head and shoulders or whatever, or a breakout. But it seems like they're getting ready for something here. But of course, they could have just been moving a lot of money in there just to short too. So secret whale. Pacific is 2 hours behind Central. Yeah, that's about 4 o'clock my time exactly. Yeah, 2 hours behind. Let's see. Wallets. Let's see. Pop. I have miners long. There's a lot of people that want to see this pop right now. This is just being a pain in the butt, though. This is just being a real pain in the butt. I'm really hoping this can find some moves here, but this 200 is being a real pain here. And the whales keep on lowering that wall that they have, trying to trickle us down a little bit more here. But I'm hoping it gets eaten up. Miners are long, pop. Ooh, if miners are long, I'd be happy to see that. I think the whales are waiting for the hourly candle to come in. It should come in here pretty close. Preferably, I'd want to see towards the end of this hour, us close above that breakout point, and then we would have a nice surge afterwards. But can't have a perfect world right here. Like can't be perfect all the time. I mean, just look at this. I mean, we're not moving at all. Like, there's an active wall right here. We're trying to chew up the wall bit by bit by bit. Chew it up. They put another wall, short us down. Another wall, short us down. We're going to try again here, but every single time it looks like we're getting hit again and again and again on it. And there we go. Okay. Making sure the pup's okay. He's just sleeping. He's tired. He'll be excited when my grandparents get here. There we go. We're back up to this wall again. Let's zoom in on it just a little bit here. Bittorrent surging, guys. If you guys wanted to buy some more Bittorrent here, Bittorrent, it has that big news coming out, so there's going to be a lot of volume on it this Sunday anyway. 12th, yeah, 12th is the Sunday, so this Sunday. Okay, there we had a good shot of volume. That shot of volume did nothing. We just hit a wall. You see that? A major shot of volume ran straight into a wall. There we go. Trying to pop a little bit more. We're grinding the wall out of the way, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a little bit more difficult. We still have a good shot. I know all the time zones. I work in the US every day. Oh my gosh, yeah. I suck at time zones, Ghost. I really suck at it. I have friends that, even my grandparents used to work for Boeing in some of the logistic offices where they have the time clocks in every single place around the room. And I could not keep up with it at all. Let's see. Hey, Monica, Mana. Let me take a quick peek here. Let's go to Coinbase, I guess. Looks okay. Pretty similar to Bitcoin's chart at the moment. It's going to run into some resistance up here around, what, $3.39 it looks like. But for now, it looks like a decent hold. You might see a short-term bounce. I wouldn't hold this more than a day, but let me hop on over here to the 4-hour. Had a breakdown there. That's where that happened. Cross over here. Death cross here on the 4-hour. Just a bounce. Looks more like a short-term play here. You are going to have a little bit of resistance right here at this Fibonacci level, around $3.36, $3.38. But if you wanted to play this short-term bounce for a profit of about 3%, you could try to do it. Just be careful at Bitcoin here. Make sure that Bitcoin's looking okay. Otherwise, you're going to see this drop down below the 50, and you're going to start seeing it come closer down to $3.09, maybe even all the way down here to like maybe $3 or so. So be careful with the play. Just have a stop loss, and if the stop loss hits, you know, you lost one, move on. If it doesn't hit, try to start scaling at around $3.38, and then you can try to you could start scaling out there, which means you can hold on to more. If it keeps on going up over the next few days, you can continue to hold on to that position. Let me check out the 5-day. Actually, let me go to the 30. Show me a little more information. What you're waiting for is you want to see it break out above that one, but more importantly, in the short term, you want to see it break above and hold above the 20 moving average. That gives you a better opportunity to really start surging back up here, just to go sideways long enough for confidence to build up where you can start breaking out like that. That's what you're going to be looking at the moment. Don't worry about too much about this. This is a Fibonacci line, which is why I saw it kind of tap right here on the way back up. Just a Fibonacci line, but the big problem is going to be breaking out right here. So take your time, have a stop loss. That stop loss can either be down here at $3.20 or it can be right down here at this candle around $3.24. It's up to you. I'd probably say a little bit closer down here, maybe even down to like $3.20. That way you're not losing too much. You're only risking what, like 30% max. So, but it looks fine. You can definitely try to ride it up here. Just be aware of some of these resistance levels, and don't be afraid to start scaling up before it actually even attempts to break out somewhere around here. That way, in case it dips, you're still able to sell a little bit of it off here. Back over here to the 5. There we go. A little bit of a surge. There we go. Hey, boy, you doing okay? There we go. There we go. Trying a little bit of a roller coaster there, but we're trying. Surge a little bit more. Got some volume popping in here. Another 6 seconds. There you go. There we go. Okay. Now we got a new hour candle hopping in, and there we go. Okay. Gonna try. So if you guys, I'm about to end the stream here in a little bit because I have to, my grandparents are here. I can see the lights outside. If you guys are going to be trading tonight, understand that at this moment in time, there is a big old battle going on as far as Bitcoin's concerned. I have a couple streams up right now. I think one of them is, there's a 24/7 Bitcoin 5-minute and 1-minute if you guys want to look at this one. Otherwise, there's the regular stream where I talk about, like, we always has the Dogecoin one on there as well. So this one's going to be going fine here as well. So you guys have an opportunity to look at it. You guys can see the same stuff here. Maybe not as many trend lines and whatnot though, but it doesn't matter too much. Oh man, I'm going to get hit, or going to get smacked down a little bit here. All right, new hour. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping we can have breakout or at least go into that inverse head and shoulders, which is a bullish move all in itself. Just takes a little bit more time. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Jacano. Hey, Michael. Could you check out Doge just for 1 second? Yeah, I get to get a quick peek at it here. There you go. It's fighting back here. It's just a whale battle, guys. We're kind of just bystanders to this whale move. As far as Dogecoin's concerned, if you wanted to take a bite of it right now, you could. It is at support, which means this is a good buying level for it. If you wanted to buy right now over the next few days, you'd have a price target of somewhere up here of 18 cents or so. But in the shorter term, what I'd be looking at right here, actually, Ghost just mentioned the Ichimoku cloud. So let me bring that up here because I started talking about it a couple days ago. I usually don't talk about it too much just because it's a pain to kind of talk about, but it's below the cloud right here. Let me on the daily. It should be way below the cloud if you ask me. Yeah, okay, way below the cloud. Any support here? You might have some resistance around 17 cents. Anything else really here? This seems more like something you'd want to do a day trade on than rather swing trade it at the moment. This is definitely something that you guys could be buying some swings on it. I'd recommend trading with leverage though in order to make any real money off of it. If you guys don't know how to trade with leverage, don't attempt to without practice paper trading first. But for the moment, man, it looks just okay. If you wanted to buy in, you can use this trend line as a stop loss. That way you're not really risking that much money. And if Bitcoin does start to fall down or something else, you could easily just kind of pop out of it with a 0.5% loss and just move on to something else. Go, and there was that pop off. So we're trying. I mean, and let me go over here to Bitcoin here on the 15. Move up that resistance point to right there. Anything else? Yeah, that's a better resistance point. Just like that, having the pop off. All right, let's see what we can do. We're starting to move up a little bit more. Nice to see though. Yeah, no worries, Joseph. Let's see right here. All right, guys. There we go. All right, everybody. I will see you guys either tomorrow afternoon after I get my haircut and I take Loki to the dog park, or I'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight if Bitcoin's really making a strong move. Feel free to day trade right now. It looks like we're doing okay at the moment. There's a big whale battle going on. It looks like bears are losing this fight at the moment. So take your time and, don't rush into anything. This is really not too... If you want to open up any swing trades right now, just be a little bit careful. But as far as day trading, it's a great opportunity to start day trading. You're going to see some coins have a little bit more volatility than others, especially those that are bouncing off of major support levels, like what we saw with Bittorrent and what was the other one? Dot over here. So all right, I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm going to go talk to my grandparents and see how they're doing. And then I want to go, have some dinner. Ooh, excuse me. Thank you, everybody. See you again.